Welcome to session 2 where we are going to discuss the earth element. For the earth element, a little mud is required from outside your house. If you do not have any mud outside your house, then you can get it from any garden, or you can even use the mud which is there in your plants, in your pot of plants, okay? You can use that mud, but then that mud must not be kept in the house. It has to be thrown away. You can throw it in the garden, or you can throw it in the dustbin, or you can throw it in any place where you are going to throw your garbage. Very little is required, not more, okay? How do we start with this? Always, for each and every element, these are the basic instructions I'm going to read and explain. They are there in the PDF also. You can look in the PDF and you can listen to the recording and my voice as well. Find a comfortable place and ground and center yourself. The comfortable place can be your room, your home itself. If you're outside, obviously you're just reading. Grounding yourself means taking a few deep breaths and doing the aura clearing exercise 4 times, okay? And making sure that you are clearing the aura 4 times every time whenever you do any element, okay? Now some further instructions. So you have found a comfortable place, you have grounded yourself, you have taken a few deep breaths, you have done the aura clearing exercise 4 times. Now you take some mud in a vessel or in a small katori like this, okay, in a small vessel, all right, and you hold the earth in your left hand like this at your heart chakra. With your right hand you cover the vessel. Using this element of earth, you're going to read the declaration 5 times. Then as usual, after you read the declaration, you're going to take a sip of water, okay? And then you're going to read the healing statement also 5 times. Then you're going to discard this element. How? You're going to dig and put the soil in the garden or throw it in a safe place wherever there is soil, in the park, outside your house, all right? Just make sure that you do not keep this soil in your house. What are the other instructions? For all the elements, the other instructions are common. You're going to keep your legs on the ground. You're not going to fold your legs. You're not going to fold your hands. You're not going to cross your legs. You're not going to cross your legs. You're not going to sit like this. Okay, this is all very important because whenever you're doing these elements, your body needs to be free of any restriction. All right. So now I'm going to read the declaration. I will read it only once and I'll explain it to you. Then I'll take a sip of water. Then I will read the treatment of earth only once and I'll explain it to you. But you have to read it 5 times. And then the process is complete. So let's go to the reading of the declaration. Look into your PDF and we will begin. So now we are going to read the declaration. You will keep some earth in the bowl like this or in any vessel. You can even keep it in your hand and later on wash your hands. And then left hand, right hand and the declaration. With the sustaining power and nourishing quality of the earth, I am willing to learn to break all bondages and free myself of any karma that may be binding me from achieving my full potential in anything that I do. This is the declaration. And how many times are you going to read this declaration? 5 times. I have read it only 1 time. You are going to read the same declaration 5 times. It is there in your PDF, which you can see on the screen. After you read this declaration, you are to keep the bowl down. All right? And you need to take a sip of water from the glass which you have kept for your process. This sip of water is drunk to break the energy between the declaration and the treatment. So you know that these are 2 different paths. First you declare something for the element and then you heal yourself with the element. Declaration comes first. It is like an invocation. It is like an invitation. Once the invocation and the invitation is done, the element gets activated in your aura, in your consciousness, in your mind. And then once it is activated, you drink water for the flow of energy to be maintained in your body, and then you start with the treatment. Treatment also, I am going to read it once, you are going to read it 5 times. Once you read the treatment 5 times, you take a sip of water once again, and then your process and your technique for earth is complete. Okay? So what was the declaration? As I told you, it was an invocation. It was an invitation to the earth element. You live on earth, na? With the sustaining power, the earth is sustaining you. And the nourishing quality of the earth is nourishing you by giving you water to drink, food to eat, and a place to stay. I am willing to learn to break all bondages and free myself of any karma that may be binding upon me or from achieving my full potential in anything that I do. Now the earth healing treatment. I now release, let go, and offer any past or present karmic vows and debts taken by me or anyone else in my family on behalf of the family lineage in my lifetime under any situation or circumstances to the nourishing and sustainable power of earth. And I free myself and others involved from any or all such emotional, sexual, familial, personal, professional, financial, spiritual, and religious bondages from the past and from all existing and disempowering beliefs at any point in time, so that we can explore our full potential in experiencing and increasing income and prosperity, healthy and harmonious relationships, well-balanced boundaries, good health and positive and uplifting, empowering systems. See the way I read it. It is to be read with force. It is to be read properly without stopping in between. And you completely take the energy of the earth element to heal you. And you release all what is not required. So now I'm going to place this down because the treatment is complete. But I'm going to read the treatment once again because I read it very fast. Now I'll read it once again slowly so that you understand the meaning of it. And then I'll tell you how the session is to be completed. Okay? So what am I doing now? I have kept the bowl of earth aside and I have kept the water aside because now I'm just explaining to you. But how to do it, I've already shown you. Understand the meaning of this declaration. Sorry, not declaration, that I have explained. Understand the meaning of the earth healing treatment. I now release, let go, and offer any past or present karmic vows and debts taken by me or anyone else in my family on behalf of me or for the family lineage in my lifetime under any situation or circumstances to the nourishing and sustainable power of earth. And I free myself and all others involved from any or all such emotional, sexual, familial, personal, professional, financial, spiritual, and religious bondages from the past and the present, and all existing and hidden disempowering beliefs at any point in time and space to explore our full potential in experiencing and increasing income, profit, wealth and prosperity, healthy and harmonious relationships, well-balanced boundaries, good health and positive uplifting and empowering belief systems. This is the way you read it 5 times with great force, with great energy, and then again you take a sip of water and then it is written down. Your process is complete. Okay? Please understand, for every element, the beginning is the same, the rules are the same, the instructions are the same. You're going to clear your aura, you're going to do deep breathing, you are going to read the declaration, you are going to take a sip of water, then you're going to read the treatment, and then your process gets complete. And throughout the process, since this is the second session, I'm explaining it to you again so that you remember. Throughout the process, your hands are not going to be crossed, they can be on the table. Okay, or if you're reading from a piece of paper, you can hold the paper or you can keep the paper down because you have to do the process. Your hands are not to be crossed, your hands are not to be folded. Your legs are not to be crossed, your legs are not to be folded. And you have to keep your legs on the ground. Now, here there is one instruction. If you are in any country abroad and if it is winter over there or if it is snowfall over there and you cannot keep your bare feet, your naked feet on the ground, you can keep a pillow underneath. You can keep a bed sheet underneath. You can keep any other piece of cloth underneath, or you can wear your slippers or your house shoes or whatever footwear that you wear. That is also perfectly fine. But make sure that your feet are on the ground. Grounding is important. Your feet are on the ground and you're deep breathing and you're clearing your aura, and then you're reading the declaration 5 times, taking a sip of water, then reading the healing treatment of that particular element 5 times. With this, we have completed earth. The mud is to be thrown out of the house, not inside the house. Do not keep this mud inside the house at all. Okay? And only 5 times. Now one last instruction over here, which I was going to tell you later, but I'm also informing you now. Suppose after a personal consultation or any other therapy session with me, you have been told to do these things, or even after the course, this course is over and in the end I'm telling you to do these things so many times. When you're doing this process for a number of days for the earth element, do not use the same mud again and again. And please do not get a kilo of mud and store in your house. Get mud from anywhere, okay, from the park or from your plant. It is just like one little spoonful of mud, and that mud has to be thrown out of the house. If you're doing the process for a continuous period of days, say 5 or 7 or 12 or 15 or whatever it is, you will use different mud every time and you will throw the mud outside. Okay? So this completes the first element, that is earth. Now we move on to the second element, that is water. See you there. Thank you.